You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, my God. Browns fans haven't even gotten over the PTSD from this past draft weekend. And, of course, Shedeur Sanders are going to see his fans and him and Dion are going to see this and absolutely lose their ever-loving minds. Now, we know there's a couple of things that have come out of this video. Todd McShay has now put up his, and look, he self-acknowledges his way too early 2026 mock NFL draft order, all right? And the selections. And, wow, not only does he still have the Cleveland Browns drafting pretty high, which means clearly this season did not go as planned. It makes you wonder, is Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry still around? I cannot imagine they would be. You know, Dylan Gabriel picked in the third by the Cleveland Browns. And, of course, the very, very, very attention-grabbing Shedeur Sanders, fifth round, pick 144. Clearly, that also didn't work out. After seeing this way too early mock draft, Browns fans are going to be like, really? Really? Already? We've got to turn around and do this again already? And I got to tell you, I kind of like the guy that got drafted there. But first, we got to get into the actual video itself. And I'm going to bring it up here. We're just going to watch the Browns part. I got to tell you, Clemson, when you look at his mock draft board, I'm very interested to see how good this team does this year because they got a bunch of talent going in the first round, and it looks like this offense, woo, look out now. Look out now. So here we go.
So let's keep it moving. Browns, you're up. Browns fans, I mean, here's the deal. If you're picking at 5, it's time to scrap the 4 quarterback.
Did you see Mitch with the head drop? Yeah.
Back deal. You know, like, and it's actually 5 technically.
I was going to say it's 5.
Deshaun Watson's still on the roster.
Right.
Joe Flacco's going to be the week 1 starter. Kenny Pickett was brought in as a reclamation project. I appreciate what Cleveland's doing, and you know what? Kevin Stefanski's on the short list of guys who could actually, of these 4 he can make it work with Joe Flacco. He's done that before. They can win more games this year. He's actually capable, Stefanski is, and there's not a ton of people in the league that I would, actually just a handful maybe, that I would put up that list of guys that can get them, maybe could bring it out of Kenny Pickett, maybe could bring it out of Dylan Gabriel. Absolutely. I've said from day one, Stefanski's the guy I need to see Shedeur Sanders with. But after a year, you're picking at 5. My assumption is it's not going well. Flacco's done. Pickett maybe has to move on. You decide between one of those 2 rookies, but they're still viewed as a backup. We're going starter here, hopefully, for Cleveland, and it would be Cade Klubnik. It's a good news, bad news deal, Browns fans. If you're picking at 5, the good news is you may not have to package that second pick, you know, that you traded up for. Or you traded back for with Jacksonville. You may not have to utilize that Jacksonville first-round pick to go bump up a little bit, or maybe you do because you want to get up to number 1 or number 2. But in this situation, Cade Klubnik, the quarterback from Clemson.
Okay, so there you have it. There's his pick. Now, in case you're wondering about this young man, 6'2", 210, all right? The one thing I will say right off the bat I like, he's already played a ton of college football. 37 games. I'd like to see that completion percentage get up this next season. Needs to get up over 65%. You guys know, I don't make the rules. Well, yeah, I do. I make my own rules. That's what I like to see. I'm very much the old Parcells rules in a lot of ways. I want to see 30 games played. I want to see a 65% completion percentage. Honestly, I'd rather see a 67 or better in college, if you want to know the truth. I want to see a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. This guy's good. I mean, last year, Yeah, the 2 previous seasons, he wouldn't have made it. But last year, he blew that out of the water. Does he have some mobility? Absolutely. Absolutely. He's got 13 rushing touchdowns in his college career, all right, including 7 last year. So, really and truly, he had 43 total touchdowns last year. And then he's going to get another, 13 games under his belt, and they may make the playoffs. All right, so he may end up playing 15 games. I mean, you don't know. So he's going to come out of this season with a ton of experience. 6'2", yeah, I think that's just about right. As I don't like quarterbacks that are too short or too tall. All right, 210, look, I'd like to see him get maybe more like 215, 218, something like that. Young. He's 21 right now. But the craziest thing about everything that just happened that we just watched from Todd McShay, and again, much too early, 2026 mock draft, but it means Shedeur did not work out at all for the Cleveland Browns, or they wouldn't be taking another quarterback. Now, could he still be a backup on the team? Sure. But if you're picking number 5 and you take a quarterback, that's the quarterback of the future. It's not some dude you already got on the roster. This is going to be, I can't wait to, and he's already got a good amount of views on this video. Go watch the video. I've already watched the whole thing. Actually, I watched the whole thing, and then I went through and listened to the quarterback stuff over. All right, over again this morning. So I've actually watched it 1 and a third times this morning. My God, I need a hobby. But I just want to get a heads up. Okay, the other guys, everybody, Nussmeier, Drew Aller, everybody, Arch Manning's not coming out, I don't think. Neither does Todd. So this goes to show you right here where everything stands. How's this going to work out? Maybe not so well. Colorado fans, Shedeur fans, and probably some Browns fans going to be mad as hell seeing this. But hey, you finally in a position to draft a quarter. This next quarterback class is going to be a lot more like the class prior. All right? Not the class we just watched, the class before that was so good. It's going to have some of that kind of potential. All right? Much better quarterback class next year. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.